During World War II, Polish soldiers enlisted a bear into their army, not as a joke. He had a military record, a rank, and eventually went to war. His name was Wojtek. In 1942, Polish soldiers traveling through Iran encountered a young boy with an orphaned Syrian brown bear cub. The soldiers took the cub in, and before long, tiny Wojtek had become part of the unit. At first, Wojtek was small enough to drink milk from a bottle. That didn't last. He grew into an enormous brown bear. Surrounded almost entirely by soldiers, Wojtek started behaving less like a wild bear and more like one of the men. He ate with them, rode in their trucks, slept near them, and even wrestled with soldiers for fun. Imagine losing a wrestling match to someone who technically wasn't enlisted yet. But in 1944, the unit was preparing to sail to Italy, and there was a problem. Wojtek was still officially an animal. Getting him aboard required military paperwork, so the strangest recruit in the Polish forces was entered into the unit's records. The bear became a soldier, and his next destination wasn't another camp. It was Italy. His unit eventually reached one of the fiercest battles of the Italian campaign, Monte Cassino. Day and night, artillery crews needed ammunition moved forward. Heavy boxes had to be unloaded, carried, and delivered while the battle thundered around them. Then Wojtek noticed what the soldiers were doing. Men were carrying ammunition toward the guns, and the bear was watching. Then he stood up and began helping. A full-grown bear was reportedly carrying ammunition boxes alongside Polish soldiers. No costume, no circus trick. A bear moving military supplies during a battle. The image became so famous that Wojtek's company adopted an emblem of a bear carrying an artillery shell. But surviving the war created a problem no one had planned for. What happens to a soldier when that soldier is a bear? The war ended, and Wojtek traveled with his comrades to Scotland. But as the soldiers returned to civilian life, there was one problem. Where does a 500-pound veteran bear go? In 1947, Wojtek was transferred to Edinburgh Zoo. The army had been his home, and the soldiers had been his family. But now he was behind a fence. But his old comrades hadn't forgotten him. Veterans returned to visit, and accounts describe Wojtek becoming animated when he heard Polish voices again. For a moment, the voices of his old unit were back. Wojtek lived until 1963. Today, memorials preserve his story because Polish soldiers didn't just adopt a bear. They made him one of their own.
How many ducks did you spot? Comment below.